Howdy boys, it's a new day. We are on our second pass from the last video, doing a snowstorm plow. It snowed enough last night that we are basically plowing most of our driveways again, but this is our final time plowing them. So with that being said, we've got a lot going on this week. It's gonna be a really busy week. Me and the boys are gonna be in the office starting tomorrow, doing sales calls, getting new signups and all that good stuff. So stay tuned for that, but we are starting this off with the second pass and then we'll go into the office. You know what's absolutely insane to me is that it's still snowing, and it started snowing 2 days ago at 10 p.m. Although it's not snowing a ton, which is great, it is still snowing. The first few properties I did, there was quite a bit of snow. The next one I do, you will see that there is not a ton more snow. There's definitely more, but not a ton more compared to what we had before. It's hard to see, but there's absolutely not a lick of snow really on this driveway. See how under that car there's really nothing there compared to yesterday? Maybe half an inch. And so, you know, in that event where there's not any real more snow from the previous day, we don't really mess with it. We usually leave it alone. If there's a berm at the end of the driveway, we take care of it. But like this next property I'm going to is an apartment complex. It's like an 8-plex. And so there's usually about 5 or 6 cars out front. And I remember yesterday they didn't move all the cars. So we'll pull up and hopefully all their cars will be moved. I guess we'll find out here in a second. The car that needed to move is that Subaru right there. And it looks like their car started, but the other cars are not going nowhere. So I can't actually even really do anything because these cars are in the way. Now there's not a ton of snow. You can see this from like the city, and then you can see next to that Subaru, that berm, you know, next to their car where I back drug next to them, but oftentimes there's not a lot that I can really do about it. Our clients do get notifications a decent amount ahead of time, usually 10 to 15 minutes ahead of time. So it gives them enough time to go out and start their cars and just scoot them out of the way and all that. But if they don't move them, there's not much we can really do. I have some cash. Me and Amelia are on a budget. Snip and Clip is going on a budget, and that's one of the things we talked about in our team meeting here this past week, you know, making sure that we're actually moving the ball forward instead of moving it back. And we want to pay off our debt this year in the business. And me and Amelia have pretty much no debt. Everything that I've got is business debt. which is on me and the company. We are gonna be working on paying that off this year. And I think we can. It's about between all the trucks we have, it's about 350 grand. For me, that's not a big deal. And looking at our numbers this year, including paying myself, we can pay off that 350 grand this year. So I'm really excited for this year, to be honest with you guys, because this is the point in my business where I can turn things from us, making a lot of money and spending a lot of money, to us making a lot of money and making a lot of money, and not only paying myself a lot of money, but paying the employees a lot of money as well. I'm really excited for this year and what is to come with that. So anyways, we're gonna be heading on to these next few properties, and yeah, like I said, I've got some cash from a property I did the other day, so I think I'm going to go get some lunch. Here at the next one here, and you can see there's pretty much nothing new on there. Nothing new. I'm gonna actually swing around and take care of that, just because that doesn't look very nice. But you can see there's pretty much no snow on this driveway. Everything is kind of looking like this going forward. I'm gonna bet, Here, I'll actually get out and show you. I mean, that's maybe half an inch to the pavement there. Yeah, it's really not that bad out here. I was over here towards the end of my day, but I mean, as far as I understand, it kept on snowing literally for the rest of the day like it was. So, I mean, I got really no idea as to what genuinely happened over here, but you can see that everything looks pretty wonderful. There it is. Onward. One thing I think is very interesting, and you might have seen it in that last clip, I don't know, is that the neighbor's driveway was like 2.5 feet of snow, like it's never been plowed, and maybe they're snowbirds or whatever, but one of the things that we haven't really like arbitraged or worked on or tried to, push really hard, and I guess it's on the marketing side of our business, is during the winter like this, especially at the beginning of the winter, going around to neighboring houses and telling them, hey, here's our service. Here's what we offer. It's a monthly service that you don't have any extra charges. You'll get plowed just like your neighbor's driveway at the same time. And it's one thing we haven't done, and I'm really excited with Eric being on the team. That is something that we're gonna start doing, and I'm really excited about that. I think it's a great idea. So it's something that we are considering and thinking about doing, and it would be Eric's job to do. So, but anyways, yeah, no, if you guys own a service business and you have the bandwidth to do it, whether it's lawn care, snow removal, say you do roofing, anything like that, it's really important that you go to the surrounding properties, because I guarantee if I was smart and I'd done that at the beginning of the season, we'd probably have another 30 or 40 clients on top of what we've already got. But see, I'm lazy and I didn't do it, and I've been focusing more on building the business than going out and getting more clients. And I guess I just had the realization, building the business should be going out and getting more clients. I'm building a lot of back-end stuff. But now I pay somebody who is going to help with that, who I can direct to do things like that. And so we'll see how that goes, and we'll see what happens. But anyways, I have a feeling the rest of these properties are all gonna look like this, but let's, we'll find out, I guess. Back to the montage. Well, I finished my stuff in Anchorage, and I got on the phone, so I was not recording. Sorry about that. I'm now in the valley, and I just hopped on the butt end of Dylan's route. I'm gonna take care of just the Palmer stuff and get it out of the way for him so he doesn't have to do it. But yeah, we are here now, just checking out his properties, looking at everything, and so far everything looks somewhat all right to me. And we've got one client here. I'll take care of this one. Hold on. anyways, everything is going smooth as you saw that property. You know, if people have cars in the driveways from last night that, you know, they move, which obviously that driveway did have a space where a car was last night, then we get it all taken care of for them and cleared out of the way. So anyways, it's 1:30 right now and we are just boogieing. I forgot to mention that Eric is in the office, and he's been in the office all day today, going through quotes and stuff. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I guess apparently we got 2 calls for individual one-off, or actually 3 calls for individual one-off snow plows. So I just basically finished up in Palmer. I've got 2 properties in the Butte I'm gonna run over to. But other than that, I'm gonna run over and take care of all 3 of these properties, and then I gotta go pick my kid up from the grandparents. We're gonna go plow these 3 properties. Let's go. Holy cow, that's a lot of snow. This is the property Eric just called in. Oh. Hi, I'm Caden with Snip and Clip. I'm ready to plow your driveway.
I just paid.
Awesome. Do you wanna move your truck?
I can't, it's broken.
Oh, okay, understood. I was just figuring I'd come check. I'll see if I can squeeze in between the truck and the edge here. I don't know if I can, but I'll try my best. And my name's Caden, by the way.
Hi, Caden, I'm Carol. I'm sorry.
Carol,
I'm just
nice to
really
meet you.
sick right now.
Oh, no worries, I get it. I'll take care of it.
Thank you.
Yes, no problem. Oh yeah, this should be easy. Super easy. Hey Siri, call Eric on speaker.
Calling Eric on speaker.
Hey, what's up, man?
Remember that Zoom phone app I showed you?
Yeah.
Go to text and then paste that lady who I just plowed. I'm gonna have you send her this link, which is a review link.
Gotcha.
So just, yeah, if you paste that exact thing in there and send it to her, that would be great. I just finished up and it was super easy.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's it, dude. Cool. Well, yeah, that's all I got. I just wanted to call you and see if you can get her to leave a review.
Absolutely. I'll get right on it.
Cool, dude. Thanks.
No problem.
All right, bye. Eric is the real MVP, like straight up. God, if I could have had him all winter long, that would have been so sick. But honest to God, guys, we just did not have like the extra profit to be paying somebody. Like the margin this winter was very thin. And if I hadn't bought 2 brand new trucks, we obviously would have had a higher margin. But also, if I hadn't bought 2 brand new trucks, we could have had some serious problems this winter just with not having an extra truck. So, you know, you win some, you lose some. It's a trade-off. But yeah, Eric is the real MVP. I cannot wait to have Eric working for us all year this year. I'm just so psyched about that. But yeah, all right, now we got a few more to do, so we're gonna run over, take care of these, call it a day. All right, I am in Anchorage. I am at my commercial properties, and it is work time. So I'm gonna get these finished, and then I really don't know how long this video's been. I'm gonna look back through my footage when I'm all finished and either end off the video or continue into the week. I think I'm gonna be ending off the video, so just be ready for that. But plowing.